Today we'll visit creating your agricultural website. If you are unfamiliar with website creation, the following information is going to cover the basics for you on website design and development. But be sure and watch the linked YouTube video at the very end covering how to build a forum website that sells. Websites are the heart of successful digital marketing. Web development and design principles can be used for any of your digital assets, including those you may create for mobile platforms and for social media profiles. Web design is the process of creating all the visual aspects of the website. There's a close relationship between the user interface, which is the UI, and the user experience, which is the UX. Now, design is not just aesthetics. The UI designer should provide visual clues so the user knows what to do next. This assures that web visitors have the credibility of the site and turns them into customers. The following assets are required for a web designer and should be of good quality. You should have brand guidelines and a logo. And the logo should be in vector graphics. And this will allow the graphic to be enlarged without losing quality. You will also need an image library posted online, and fonts folders that can be specified for both Apple, Mac, and PC versions of the fonts. Lastly, website copies should be made available before the final design to prevent delays. Web development with CMS. Now, web development is the process of taking the finished web designs and transforming them to functioning interactive websites. Managing a website is collaborative and involves various people such as creators, editors, publishers, administrators, and even users. However, today, most websites are going to be built using a content management system, which we refer to as the CMS. And this will assist you in managing your digital assets. Using CMS means it is cheaper and easier to update, manage, and create new content as web developers are not required. The CMS provides the tools that allows you to, with limited web programming knowledge, to create and manage website content. The CMS you choose may be either pre-built or customized. And we see here we've got advantages and disadvantages for each of these. The off-the-shelf, which is the pre-built, is more cost-effective, but you will probably need to compromise for available features. A customized CMS means that a website will be created specifically for your business needs, but it's going to be more expensive. There are other advantages and disadvantages that you may wish to review. The other question we need to look at is whether or not the CMS will offer you open source or proprietary content. There are many pre-built CMS options available, and some are free. Open source means that anyone can see the code for the CMS and anyone can manipulate or improve it and share it with others. Proprietary, however, refers to code used by the CMS that is protected by copyright. Some widely used open source CMS solutions include WordPress and Drupal. A great CMS platform should have tools for you to easily export your data and move it elsewhere. But remember, no CMS platform comes with all the features you'll need. There are advantages and disadvantages of the proprietary and the open source CMS solutions. You can see by the proprietary, you're going to have plenty of options. Disadvantages will be the licensing fees. Open source, there will be advantages of customization, and the upfront costs could be high as well. Frameworks are packages of files and folders using standardized code for website development. These will be used as a basis for developing the website. Frameworks will save you a lot of time and money. The back end of a website refers to the server side and is hidden from the user's view. The interaction between the user and the back end is handled via a presentation layer known as the front end or the client side. A website is a marriage between these two layers. The back end or server side languages are hidden web coding languages. They determine how your website works and communicates with your web server and your computer. Your developer can advise you on the best language for your project. Users expect rich interactive experiences online. Your front-end languages are executed in users' browsers rather than on the web server. These experiences range from simple animation to highly responsive interfaces. The most popular option is HTML coupled with CSS and JavaScript. Development for multiple screen sizes. How important this is. The mobile internet usage has surpassed desktop way back in 2014 and continues to grow each year. In May 2022, there were 6.6 billion smartphone users globally, essentially 84% of the world's population. Websites need to be designed for accessibility and optimization of a variety of screen sizes and devices. Because mobile penetration is so heavy, every website needs to be designed with a mobile device in mind. A specific design for various mobile screen sizes in the form of adaptive design may be an option. They will have fixed layout sizes preset for the 6 most common screen widths. However, Google prefers responsive to adaptive sites, so creating an adaptive site may not be in your best interest relative to SEO. A responsive website changes its layout depending upon the device that it is displayed upon. The responsive website uses the browser's screen space to determine how to reflow the original design content that probably was optimized for a desktop. It looks one way on a desktop, however, it'll automatically adapt to a smaller screen size, such as laptop, tablet, or mobile. Responsive design comes with 3 key concepts. With responsive design, the page elements such as heading, text copy, main image, or blocks of information are going to be arranged in flexible grids. And these have fixed width blocks of information, and they can be rearranged per the screen size. If your screen size is too narrow, however, media queries will kick in, and they will be used instead of grids. They will ask the device's browser for the window size and orientation, and then adapt accordingly. Flexible images are an important consideration because this determines how fast the website is going to load. High-quality images are available for large screen sizes and lower resolution images for smaller screens. Your web development process is going to consist of 4 different steps. Discovery and planning is basically where you're going to be focusing your research on your market, your users, competitors, and business, and this helps you to develop your website strategy. Design comes next. The designer will transform the web layout and basic planning materials into well-designed layouts. And then after the design is finished, the development will kick in. Normally the developer uses the design templates to code the actual website using the front-end language that you have selected. Testing and launch. Testing is very important for the website development, and testing should take place throughout the process in all common browsers and devices to make sure that it looks and works as it should. Lastly comes quality assurance. The software development cycle has this one final step. It's crucial to ensure that website delivery is of the highest standards, and it has the 2 steps of making sure through functional testing that all the features of the website are working correctly, and with the user interface, make sure the user can engage with all the controls, menus, drop-downs, etc. So now that we've finished the basics, let's go ahead and look. I would encourage you to watch the linked YouTube video on how to build a farm website that sells. Take care and have a good week.